literati sat down and had a party. In the sewers of a ghetto they dined and spilt their wine. And all around and up above the world it had a toothache, backache, headache. But it could not join this old exclusive club. In the subways, the dangerous little alleys, played the horn, the pimp, a lady, shilly-shallied, and the tourist dilly-dallied. And life and death went arm in arm. On the trains that ran forever, unaffected by the weather, in those smoke-filled moving coffins, where you can spot the boffins, conspicuous as a cripple with a smile, a scream. A man drops dead and stops us for a while. The narcotic on a bender, for there's no place to send her. Should you or I surrender, then we'll all be meeting here. The Institute takes sane, but not the queer. A leper plays a cello, a blind man plays a bellow, the horn man plays it mellow, and a dead man tinged in yellow with a crust upon his beard conspire to be the nicer side of weird. In a dive they call a diner is a man who sails a liner, and a woman even finer who's a diamante whiner, and a boxer with a shiner, and a man who's eating horse. And James Joyce, or is it a female with a hormonal differential, who's penniless with his sight, who's on a foreign visit, and a man goes past the window in a handstand on his bike? And later at a nightclub where the walls are open sewers and fantasies are played out and pool is played with skewers and a light bulb for a light, a transvestite makes an entrance, a living luscious sight, and all the men go tight once more tonight. She's a sophisticated lady, a lady in blue. Gypsy without a song, I'm so in love with you. In a sentimental mood I am lost in meditation. Is this a prelude to a kiss? Cool it, fella, take the A-train to the station. Echoes of Harlem, 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 Harlem. Paris blues, 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 blues. Mood indigo, 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 indigo. Everything but you, 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 you. Black butterfly, blee blip, champagne, have a sip. Caravan on a trip, 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 trip. The Duke, his mark, his lip. I quip and flip. A black man has his eyes scratched out in a tenement in between. A lucky Luciano kicks a boy in for a bean. A lady puts her false teeth in at a cafe on the side. A dwarf who is the compere at a jazz club takes a ride. The Harlem no-go backstop is an addict should have died. On the trains that run the jungle is a lady with a bundle, and a black man and a white man in the middle both collide. And death is in the dawning, there's no glory in a yawning corpse, all bloated and all battered in the haze that it is floating on the early morning tide. Should I be so damn explicit when a woman so exquisite and a dead man say requisite in her wardrobe on a visit just to scare me wouldn't miss it? And a timber yard is deadwood to a tree. In the all-ensuing bloodbath finds a model with a hatchet and a man who tried to snatch it with a chainsaw through his knee. And just across the hallway, Lester Young is dying. So down to the den where the chicks and the men vie for a place on the front of the bandstand, where the jive's at a pace. That is, pushing and shoving. Elbow room, buddy, can you spare a dime? Mumbo jumbo, pass the wine. Wah! This is coke, don't you smoke? Oop bop shabam, bird is your man. The room begins to throb from wall to wall. Frop frop, night in Tunisia, down the hall. The rhythm section bells. Horns, I just love horns. It's hot, it's tense, Cherokee. I don't see no Indian. Band flies, a lady dies. Makes no difference what your size. Carry her out, body and soul. Hothouse, salt peanuts. Take their toll. Now's the time. Anthropology or divine. Piano roll, end of set. Begin the begin, beget the beget. Hip and hip, the cat's all jig. In the back booth seats is Mr. Big. Hi, Mr. Big. Hi yourself. Do I know you, sonny? Seems I do. Pipe and the pipe are solid gold. Bought, sold, everything new, nothing old. We are the clique who seek the antique. See that lady? A woman at her peak. See that man? Nubian. Jum, jum, jam, jam, little lamb. I've been around these parts for all the time it takes. I'm the uptown, downtown hypo seller and I'm on the make. Do you dig? Solid hat. Are you the king or an acrobat? But the scene is cool and the band resume. I love Paris, how high the moon. I'm relaxing with Lee, dancing in the dark. She's easy to love, I made my mark. Out of nowhere, constellation, stellar by starlight. Confirmation, dizzy atmosphere, sorta kinda. I love Paris, I wined and dined. La Paloma, Tico Tico, Cucarucha, Estrelita. Hold it, hold it. I ain't selling nothing. Anyway, I'm sweating like a dog. And talking of dogs, hello, pussycat. And talking of cats, what is a cat? A cat is a cool, tit-tat, brick-brack, sleek and fur-lined, bohemian night-brack, upside down, outside town, slam and slim, tray and trim, far from dim, trains in a gym, unassignable, non-refinable, wine and animal. That is a cat. And it shits.